Hi, this is Gina Rogers from Grantwood AEA, and this is a quick tutorial on how to adjust your mastery settings in Schoology. So in the last video, you took a look at how to create learning objectives in Schoology and how to attach those learning objectives to different assignments or activities that happen in Schoology, how to assign also a rubric to that learning objective in Schoology as well. So if you start using some of those learning objectives, what will happen is your mastery will start to take shape in your grading options in Schoology. And so if I click on this mastery here, you can see that I have a few different learning objectives that I have assigned to different assignments in Schoology. And so taking a screenshot is one of those learning objectives that I've assigned to assignments in Schoology. Content master is another one that I've assigned to assignments, and then posting to an online discussion. And so it's up to you to decide when mastery is achieved of a certain skill, because kids probably not all the time are going to get something the first time around. And so you have to determine when they can get that mastery tag. And so if I click on this wheel right here in settings and go to mastery settings, I can start to manipulate my mastery settings. And so I can click on I can change what it means to achieve mastery. So if you meet expectations 50% of the time minimum, you're meeting expectations. To exceed expectations, that means 75% of the time minimum. And then mastery means to meet or exceed expectations how many times? 1 time, 2 times, or 3 times. I can set that up. I can also take a look at grade overall learning objective by the highest score or the average. This is something that you need to decide whether it means to achieve mastery just 1 time by your highest score, or if you take the average score of multiple attempts at a learning target. And then how do you display that achievement level? Numeric or an A minus, A plus, that scale. So you can set that all up here. I'm going to hit Save Changes. And so then, as you start to grade assignments, your mastery settings for these assignments will start to populate in here. And you can look at a student and see, 100% of the time, and taking a screenshot, Jane has exceeded mastery. She's gotten it down every single time. If she didn't get a perfect score on every single one of her assignments, she might not have a 100% star next to mastery achieved. She might be meeting expectation and not quite there yet as far as achieving mastery. I can also look at learning objectives versus just the student data, and I can look at them as far as the whole class and whether or not they have achieved mastery as a whole, how many percent of the class have done that, how many have not. And so that's a quick tutorial on how to use the mastery settings in Schoology. As you start assigning learning objectives to different assignments, activities in Schoology, those mastery settings will start to take place, but it's only once you start assigning learning objectives that you can start using that mastery setting.